Oh,
Okay. Oh, so we're live. Okay, yeah. Okay, here we go. Well,
We're
ladies and
back.
gentlemen, we're back.
I
Last night
want
we had Monday Night Football, and I got 3 words: same old Bears. Once again, they sell another game at home. They fall to the Vikings in a comeback win, 27-24. They held the Vikings offense in check with all the players that they had missing on defense. Their defense came to play until they couldn't because the offense really couldn't put the game away. So thoughts on that, you guys?
yeah, I mean, I actually called you before the game when I saw that Jalen Johnson was out, T.J. Edwards was out, their other corner was out. I was like, oh, Minnesota's going to kill them. But the
Yeah.
defense, they got to give Chicago's defense credit. They really stuck together for most of the game until about that fourth quarter. But yeah, I was expecting after what I saw in the beginning, Caleb Williams looked good. He came out strong, fast. Offense looked electric. And then they just kind of got stagnant. And throughout the game, Brian Flores made adjustments. And that was really it. J.J. McCarthy, man, I didn't expect it. He looked pretty damn good in that second half, especially after throwing that pick six.
Hey, you got to. Hey, that's the Al Harris effect.
Oh,
That's the
geez.
Al Harris effect.
I
I
guess
have
so.
to admit that.
And then, honestly, I mean, I'd do anything to have a head coach like Kevin O'Connell, man. It seems like no matter who the quarterback is, he's going to have a great offense. Brian Flores is going to have a great defense. And Minnesota should be competitive again. I don't think they're 14 wins again, but looks like they're going to be strong again.
But it's just the fact that, like, okay, we look at this stat line, right? J.J. McCarthy was 13 of 20 for 143 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick six. Also added in 25 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown in the fourth quarter. But it's just the fact that they had all of those guys missing and really came to play.
Yeah.
Like, people aren't going to say it because, okay, yeah, it's Justin Jefferson. He still scored, but he only had 44 yards. And Deshaun Wright played his ass off.
Yeah, he did.
He had him in check a large majority of the game until that touchdown. But, man, the Bears, Caleb Williams. You guys want to talk about him? And the offensive line?
I'm going to talk about how so many penalties stalemated that offense. Too many false starts.
Man.
Too much holding. Like, it was stalemating that offense, but I'm not that mad at Caleb as everybody else throwing him under the bus. I thought he had a good performance. He did what he could do, but he needed help from his team. And I ain't talking about big help. I'm just talking about discipline.
Mm-hmm.
He missed some throws, though. He missed some critical throws.
Yeah, for sure. And he was still holding on to the ball a little bit long at times, too. Like, you want him to get out there, either throw the ball away, scramble a little bit more, something like that, or hit the check down. But, yeah, at least in the first half, Ben Johnson wanted him to have emphasis on completing the football, had completed that first, I think, like 10 out of his 11 first passing attempts. So that was good to see. But, yeah, you still saw some of those makings from last season, but he's getting better under Ben Johnson. It's going to be a process. I mean, you're not going to get everything together in one game, and that's the biggest thing from this week one overall. I mean, everyone's going to overreact to everything that we see. We're excited to seeing NFL football back, but I think he's going to progress throughout the season. And Ben Johnson being there with Caleb Williams is only great for his development. And also think about it too, J.J. McCarthy, he was hurt last year, but he was with Kevin O'Connell for 16 months now. So he got to learn, develop, learn the playbook, has an extra advantage on that. And then Ben Johnson has only been with Caleb Williams for 6 months too, so they're still continuing to learn and grow together.
The weirdest shit, AJ, is like you can see the potential in Caleb Williams, but
for sure,
there's just certain things that I don't know. Certain quarterbacks just have it. I don't know if Caleb has it, bro. Like you said, holding on to the ball.
Yeah,
this is now his second year. It should have been all right. They made it a point of emphasis to get the ball out early last night, and he would still hold on to the ball, roll out left, and not sometimes get sacked, but even if lose yards or just like create a play that wasn't supposed to be there, and then you see him, he's not even looking down the field early in the first half as well. Ignorant brought it up, like they missed so many touchdown opportunities, big play opportunities, and then it's just his demeanor in that second half, bro. You see him walking out onto the field in that gray undershirt. Ain't nobody scared of that, man.
Yeah. The body language.
But this is the thing. I liked what I seen from Caleb Williams last night, guys. Listen, he has speed.
Yeah.
He has speed. He has
From the USC.
real escapability. Well, he's going to have escapability, but he has real escapability.
I didn't know where that came from either. I texted
Dude,
like, when did Caleb Williams get 4.3 speed?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, he used to do that in college too, though.
Bro, he was moving. Them guys could not get him. He's shrugging guys off and just hauling ass for a couple yards. But listen, his arm, he has a real strong cannon arm. He was pretty accurate at times, and then other times he just completely misfired on some throws where it was like, whoa. But here's the thing. He's going to be in another Justin Fields situation if they don't correct that O-line. Guys, that O-line is so fucking bad. They shouldn't even be in the NFL, bro.
I don't think the O-line is
they're that bad.
I don't think it's that bad.
They're that bad.
Well, the narrative about it was that they improved their offensive line.
It looks improved to me.
Yeah. By how much?
Well, the problems I seen with the O-line was once the second half started, the adjustments came from Brian Flores to start sending blitzes, and it just looked like they wasn't prepared for them. That's all. Ben Johnson has to do a better job of preparing his offense for ups and downs.
Yeah, for sure. Because like Ben Johnson, he's been going against Brian Flores being in the NFC North when he was the coordinator for the Lions, so he should at least be accustomed to seeing those different type of exotic blitzes that he throws at him at times.
Oh no, he is accustomed to seeing them.
Yeah, well, he didn't.
He's accustomed to seeing them.
He didn't adjust to it.
I actually think the O-line looked pretty decent. I mean, I think so. Minnesota's defense is top 2.
I agree.
And they were sending, like Ingrid said, they were sending blitzes all second half. But in that first half,
you're going to get him killed, man.
I think holding on to the football long makes it look like the O-line didn't play as well as they did. But how many times did he go down? He went down a handful of times, but half of them were on him. He wasn't getting the ball out.
Like when he stepped out of bounds too. The last 4 yards.
Yeah, I seen that.
Like the Bears went out and spent money on that O-line this offseason. I think it looked well. They were able to run the ball in the first half a little bit, and they were able to get clean pockets and march down the field a few times. I just think after they started blitzing, everything went a little crazy.
And they couldn't close. They couldn't close drives, whether it was a holding or a false start.
Closing football games is crazy.
They couldn't do it. And it was so frustrating. Like, I don't care about the Bears or the Vikings, but it was so frustrating because I'm like, yo, Caleb really can win this game because I'm rooting for him. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him do well, but it was just, problems here and there. And then you guys know how football is. Your defense can play as great as they want to. If the offense can't score, put the game away, eventually the other team's going to start moving.
Right.
And the Vikings got moving, and it was over.
You saw in that fourth quarter when the Bears defense gassed out. Like I said, I was super impressed by their defense, especially with half the defense out last night. Especially Jalen Johnson. I mean, top tier corner in the NFL. And then
absolutely.
Obviously they gassed out in the fourth. And I don't know. You saw a lot of positives for both sides, I guess. I mean, you weren't expecting the Bears to come out and be a playoff team anyway this year, but they looked all right. They look better than last year, I think.
Absolutely. Potential. They look like they got some potential.
Dennis Allen being a defense coordinator is going to be a good thing because he wasn't a great head coach, but he was the defense coordinator for the Saints when they were competing with Drew Brees. So I think he's going to continue to help them. And when they have Jalen Johnson back as well, too, that's just going to add another weapon for them defensively. But, yeah, they have a lot to move forward with. Like I said, it's week 1, too, so we can't just overreact to everything. It's a week-to-week league, but there's both, encouraging signs for both teams.
So I wanted to talk about this. I don't know if you guys caught this shit last night, but I'm going to bring it up in case you guys didn't catch it. So the Bears were down by 10, 17-27. Caleb Williams overthrows DJ Moore on a touchdown, or would have got to the one of the two. So they're marching, and they do that play action pass on the 1 yard line and score a touchdown with 2 minutes and 2 seconds left on the clock. Right?
Yep.
They call, or it's a timeout. You know what I'm saying? They're like, okay, so what do the Bears do? Do they go declare an onside kick and try to get the ball back? Do they kick the ball deep, try to kick it out the end zone? Or do you just kick the ball out of bounds They might get the ball at midfield or the 40, but at least you have that 2-minute warning as your second timeout.
Right.
This dude kicked the ball in the field or in the end zone where he caught it and could run the 2 seconds off, and he ran off 7 seconds. The Bears defense eventually gets the stop, and they only have 20 seconds left to go try to get a field goal rather than saving themselves like 40 more seconds or whatever. What's your guys' thoughts on that? Is that the kicker or is that coaching?
That's the kicker. That's the kicker. As I believe he was coached up the right way. That's the kicker. And that's the same kicker that missed the field goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of things help is needed. Hopefully he gets enough of it, but help is needed.
I think I disagree, and I'll tell you why. The only option there is to onside kick, to declare onside kick.
You can kick it out of bounds.
There's no need to even kick it out of bounds or kick it through the end zone. Even if you don't, you want to give yourself a chance to win the game with 2 minutes left. Onside kick the ball. If you don't get it, it's still over the 2 minute, and you can still use the 2 minute and your timeout and get a stop. They're still gonna punt. They're still gonna punt to you. It's not like if they get a first down, they're gonna kick a field goal. The game's over no matter what. If they get a first down on their 20 or the 50-yard line. So why not give yourself a chance to go get the ball back? My mind was blown. I was like, and people were like, oh, they can kick it out of bounds. What's even the point? Try to go get the ball back. No matter what, if they get a first, the game's over.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense. What you think, AJ?
No, I'm completely the same about Joe too.
Yeah, I see what he's saying.
Yeah, and then it does come down to coaching too at the same time, because I mean, you're supposed to have the game plan in place, and like stuff happens to where you can get a muff kick and things of that nature too, though. But really, you're trying to put your team in the best position to win that, and I just think the Bears, they just had a colossal collapse in the second half, and that was a part of it.
Bears for the Bear, man. I mean, I couldn't believe what I was seeing, and it wasn't the Giants. I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like they not only did they not go for onside, like
right.
I guess someone could kind of make sense of that. I can't really, but you got to get the ball out of bounds, bro. There's 2 minutes and 2 seconds left on the clock. You saw Kevin O'Connell waving out his returner. He's like, "Come on out."
Yeah,
it's over.
Yeah, that's crazy execution. Yeah.
And then can I bring up one other thing with the Bears coaching?
Sure.
I know it's the end of the game, and they probably had a 1% chance of getting down the field for a score there. The first play they ran,
I loved it.
Yeah,
was a jet sweep.
Mm-hmm.
I loved
it. DJ Moore.
I loved it.
Why?
They poorly executed it, but that was a great play call.
There was like 10 seconds left.
I understand that, but nobody. But no, because it's going to be more than 5 yards, and he was going to set up for a Hail Mary. They wasn't getting in field goal range.
Bro, you could have just threw like a 10-yard out to get in the field.
No, because here's the thing. These guys are playing the sideline. Nobody was expecting a jet sweep, direct snap.
Right.
They just messed it up.
And Capers didn't even have a timeout. If he didn't get out of bounds there, even if they were going to get that playoff, the game's over.
He was going to get out of bounds. Trust me, he's going to get it. Well, then again, it's the NFL. Sometimes these guys do stupid stuff, like Terrence Williams back in the day.
No, I knew you was going to say that.
Like Terrence Williams back in the day. So it's not a gimme he was going out.
No, it's not.
I knew you was going to say that.
Best day of my life.
But I like the play call, though. That's just me. They had Jordan Mason, running back, won this game.
Well,
Jordan Mason on the Vikings, right?
Yeah.
He was Vikings.
He was hooping, though.
Aaron Jones is the difference maker, like I've been saying for a while. I love Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones is the difference maker. Aaron Jones is a lot to deal with. You know, he reminds me of a Brian Westbrook, honestly.
They got a lot to deal with on the Minnesota side. Mason was running the ball really well, and then obviously Jones could catch the ball. He took like a 30-yard touchdown pass up the sideline.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I think Jones finished with like the second highest yards on the team. I know obviously that won't be the same every game, but they have a really good running back duo. And then when Addison comes back, they'll have Jefferson, Addison, Thielen, and Naylor. And of course they got Hawkinson.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, the kid McCarthy, he's set up for success in his first season, just the same way Donald was.
That's what I said. I said this this team is like, having like your favorite car outside.
Mm.
Only problem is you got your 19-year-old son driving.
Yeah.
And he just got his license.
Right. He's getting used to it, yeah.
But they can use. I think from what I've seen, obviously I don't want to overreact. It's week one. AJ keeps reminding us, but from what I'm seeing, like I think Minnesota could finish second in this division.
For sure. Sure, they did last year.
Second.
Yeah.
Yep.
They did last year.
Y'all giving a lot of love to these
I don't think
Packers.
the fall off.
I know y'all done inherited the Packer Nation now. Well, I'm sorry. I know we done inherited the Packer Nation now. All right.
I'm a Cowboys fan.
I love these Packers. Y'all about to make me a Green Bay Packer hater. That's what y'all about to make me. I don't know why, but I'm giving a lot of love to these Packers, man. I don't see it.
Like 14,
so right now, you can
14 wins, sorry, AJ. 14 wins with Darnold last season.
Right.
How much does that fall off this year? Like they get to play the NFC East, which is Dallas and Philly are good, but Washington's shaky. And from what
Washington is shaky.
Wow.
Yes. From what I saw week one, they're not as
Washington
good
could have won by more. I agree. Yeah, they could have beat the Giants by more.
They're not as good as the other two, bro. I'm telling you, Dallas and Philly right now are better than Washington. And obviously New York is free. So
speaking of New York, Joe,
wins is like very possible again.
I wanted to talk about what you brought up off camera about tell everybody what you said about your guys' coach watching that game last night.
I don't know. I need help answering this question. Guys in the chat, help me figure this one out because I was watching the game last night, and as a Giants fan, the whole time in that second half, especially, I'm going, JJ McCarthy looks pretty solid, and you could see like he's learning on the fly throughout the game, especially after that pick six. Why, if you're Brian Daboll, because he's watching some part of that game no matter what, how are you looking at the TV screen and not going, I should start the kid Jackson Dart? Like, especially after week one, that was one of the worst performances by a quarterback I've seen. And I've seen 6 years of Daniel Jones.
Joe, here we go.
Daniel Jones is a bad quarterback?
Oh, my God.
I'm not saying that, but
he's average.
Wilson looked worse.
No, he's not.
Daniel Jones, on this show, I think it's
time for Dart to start for the Giants, bro.
I mean, shit. I'm not. Listen, I don't disagree with you. I just feel like my point of view on it, when I seen them bring in Russell Wilson, you knew Giants Nation had to know he was going to play at least the first half of the season.
Right. That was before they drafted him too. So.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, but I thought from what I was going to see was a guy who could command the offense, run, be a good game manager. He's not any of that anymore, bro. He's not any of that. He can't do nothing. I watched the film. He's missing wide open guys. He's going first option to check down to panic. Like there's no in between. He doesn't get through his reads. He can't see over his offensive line. The Giants team needs a spark. They've been through hell since 2011, 2012. They need a spark, and it's time for Dart, bro. I don't care. Let the kid learn on the fly. I don't care what the schedule looks like. I don't care that he's going to go through hell, in the division. Then they got to play the NFC North, and I don't care. Let him learn. He'll learn.
Hey, Joe, if he has feeling like Drake May, I mean, that would be good, honestly.
Just for his first season, Drake May's a decent comparison. Like,
right.
A little less turnovers, hopefully, but
yeah, for sure.
Like I think Dart has it, and then like you said, if he could look like Drake May just for his first season, that's a huge spark for the Giants fan base and the team. And then obviously, I think he has really great potential. I mean, he's got a cannon of an arm. He looks like he can read defense well. He can run the ball well, and then obviously, I mean, from what I was seeing, I know it's preseason football and it's not the same. He was going all right. First read, second read, third read, check down, run the ball. Russell Wilson is first read, panic, check down. I don't know what to do, sack or run.
Hold on. Why panic?
That's what he does.
Joe, why panic?
Because Russell Wilson, if you watched his last 5 years in the league, has been first read or panic. That's what he's done. Half the sacks on Sunday.
Yeah.
Watch the tape. He's taking the sacks. He's running straight into the guard. He went, snapped the ball, first read, didn't know what to do, took 3 steps forward, walked right into the defensive tackle.
Oh my goodness. All right, fellas. Let me ask y'all this. I checked the power rankings this morning, heading into week 2. Before we get to the Thursday night football game, because we won't be here. We won't be here until Friday. So before we get into the Thursday night football game, agree or disagree, ESPN has the Buffalo Bills ranked the best team in the NFL.
I agree.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think let me not do that. I just think that they get so caught up in hype over at ESPN. I still think that not only is Baltimore better, but I think that there are fuller teams in the NFL that we saw this weekend. So I wouldn't put them at 1 for sure. But
okay, it's interesting you say Baltimore. Is Baltimore better than them?
Yeah.
No,
On
Baltimore's
paper,
not better than them.
on paper, but you don't play on paper though.
On paper, yeah, okay. No, I agree on paper.
No, y'all know the rules. We watch wrestling growing up. To be the man, you got to beat the man.
That's what I'm saying.
So they ain't beat.
Are they better than the Bills?
No, but Baltimore's not better than Bills. No.
Week 1 right now.
I don't necessarily know how you put Buffalo over Philly yet either. Philly's the reigning champs and they won week 1.
Well, it depends on the criteria that it depends on the criteria. If we're saying just based off of week 1, then you have to put the Bills at least up there. If it turns out the outlook for the season, then may be different.
Yeah, that'll be different.
It depends on criteria.
But what I'm saying, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, are the Ravens better than the Bills?
The Ravens are better. The Ravens are better. They will be better. They got a lot of new pieces on the defense. They'll be better.
As of right now, the Ravens are not better. Until they beat the Bills, they're not better.
Like that shit was fluke. We know that they were winning.
No, it was not fluke.
It
was not fluke.
They were up by 15, 16 points with 5 minutes left. It was fluke. That's what it is.
It was Josh Allen is the best player in the league behind Myles Garrett is what it was.
Lamar's still better than Josh Allen, bro.
No, it's not. But anyway, that's not what we came here to debate. Got
well,
some breaking news.
Let me ask this question. I know this is a NFL show, right? But I had a college football question that I did want to ask.
We talk college football too. Come on, bring it.
Oh, okay. All right. How do y'all feel about this matchup of the Cinderella team of USF going against Miami?
Miami, yeah.
Because they look like they've been smacking. They've been smacking now.
I think Carson Beck's on a fucking mission right now.
AJ, you got that one, bro.
Carson Beck will handle them, I think.
I think Florida, they could be having a new head coach in 2026. They have a tough schedule too, though. That makes it seem like if they win 5 or 6 games, it will be successful. So losing to USF in a non-conference game like that before your SEC schedule, yeah, they might be cooked. I mean, you can't be losing to teams like that, especially when you have DJ Lagway at quarterback, who looks to be, one of the more promising young quarterbacks. Yeah,
he's supposed to be the guy.
Right, exactly.
He is supposed to be the guy. They have him in the Heisman talks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we had a trade yesterday, and we got a signing right now. I'll get to the trade yesterday.
Signing.
The Eagles traded for Tank Bigsby. What did they give up? A 5th and a 6th?
Yeah, it was like an exchange.
An exchange.
Yeah.
I think a 5-4-6 or a 6-4-6.
Rich get richer, baby. The rich get richer.
What you guys think about that? How we just doesn't sit still, bro.
Nah. Yeah. Best GM in the league.
And I'm not gonna lie, Bigsby is a decent running back. You get him behind that O-line when they take Saquon out. Got
more confidence in Bigsby than Shipley, and they also said they wanted to use Bigsby as a returner too.
As a returner, yeah, because Shipley got injured. Shipley got a rib injury.
I seen that.
So I mean, the rich get richer. It's not
I didn't expect us to get Tank Bigsby though. I'm not gonna say and lie to you. I didn't expect that.
Nah,
I expect us to sign a running back off the street or something, not to get Tank Bigsby.
That does tell me that Travis Etienne is back to RB1 in
Yeah.
Jacksonville.
Yeah, he
though.
had
Yeah,
100.
Coleman
He had like
believes-
150.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coleman believes in him for sure.
I mean, that's good because I actually drafted him this year in like the ninth
Me
round.
too.
Yeah, he's gonna be
And of course,
he's gonna
I
be a
didn't
steal
start him.
now.
He had 143 rushing yards in that game
That's what
against
I'm saying, and I didn't start him. I
I
was
didn't
so
start him
mad.
either. I didn't start him either.
Oh.
I didn't start him either.
Well, he's back to RB1, and then what you were gonna bring up?
The Steelers signed Jabril Peppers.
Really?
That was a good sign.
The Steelers give up 34 points, and their first move in the new week is getting a new safety or
That's a
another
good
safety.
sign.
Yeah, I was
That's
really
a good
hoping. I was really hoping that the Giants would go out and get him. The Giants still have only 3 safeties on the roster right now.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Wasn't he a Giant?
Yeah, he already came from the
He
Giants,
was
right?
a Giant. He was a
Yeah.
Giant.
Obviously, he ain't like it then.
So
Okay,
how
I
you
think
guys
we got
feel
rid of
about Pittsburgh getting Jabril Peppers? Good move.
Can't hurt him. Can't hurt him.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's great. Pittsburgh's a well-coached team. Whoever they put in is going to work out for them. I don't know if it gets them. I don't believe that they're getting anywhere this year, but they'll be solid. Like that's it.
Right. But this is my thing. Why would he was he a recent cut or was he dead ass a free agent for that long?
No, he after the 53, he made the 53 for New England and then got waived.
Oh.
I don't know why they waited to waive him, but
wow. Now that's interesting.
That kind of sound like they ain't like him.
Yeah, that's interesting.
yeah, something.
He
was going
made
on.
the 53-man roster and then got cut.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, moving on, September 11th.
Wait. There was one other signing.
Oh,
Niners and Kendrick Bourne.
Oh,
Kendrick Bourne returning back to the Bay.
Yeah.
Well, I heard Kittle's going to be out multiple weeks.
Brock Purdy might miss week 2 too.
Purdy's got a toe and a shoulder.
Purdy's banged up. They definitely need some receiver help. I forgot all about Kendrick Bourne. I mean, that's how I feel with you and Jabril Peppers. I feel like it can't hurt you.
Right.
No.
But damn, the Niners, there's something about them and injury luck.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Because they banged up. But Thursday night, we have Washington heading on the road September 11th against Green Bay. And Green Bay is 3.5-point favorites at home. Let's preview that game. Why don't we?
Yeah, I'm taking Washington.
What you got?
Ooh. You said me or who?
Yeah, it don't matter who's sorry.
Man, that's kind of tough. I'm gonna say
This gonna be a good game.
Yeah, it is. It really is gonna be a good one.
No?
You don't
No,
think so?
Joe?
It'd be all right. Listen,
Oh my God, here you go.
from what I saw, if Washington looks very similar to what they looked like against the Giants, they're gonna have a long night in Green Bay, especially because Mike is gonna play more snaps this week.
That's true.
He was limited last week. He'll be still limited, but he's gonna play more and more. Green Bay's got a much better secondary than the Giants.
Yeah.
And Washington wasn't able to really do much in the second.
Hold on.
They scored 7 points in the second half against the New York Giants at home. Now you're going to go into Lambeau and win that game?
Hold on.
I don't think so.
Hold on. How good do you got Green Bay secondary being?
What's up?
How good do you think Green Bay secondary is?
Green Bay secondary is very solid. And they're much better than the New York Giants secondary. And Washington was only able to score 21 points at home, 7 in the second half. Green Bay shut down one of the best offenses in the league from last season at home. And they're at home again. I don't believe in Daniels to go in there and do much against them. I mean, they got
Why not?
They got perfect scheme, bro. They got Micah, Van Ness, and
hold on.
to set edges. Where's
Joe.
Jaden Daniels?
Hold on, Joe. Didn't they just bolster their own line too?
Who, Washington?
Yeah.
Yes.
They got Tunsil, and they still let up 2-3 sacks against
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm about to
Giants.
say.
But
Yeah.
the Giants have one of the best D-lines
The
in the
best
game.
pass rushes in the game.
Right.
Micah Parsons, Rashad Gary, and Van Ness have one of the best.
They're not better. They're not better than
Dexter
Dexter
Lawrence.
They're not better than
Lawrence.
Dexter
and
Lawrence.
Dexter
Burns,
Lawrence
and
was
Abdul.
nowhere to be found on Sunday. Nowhere.
Right, but he's still a presence.
Facts. And that's a different game, and that's a
Green
different
Bay,
opponent.
Green Bay is better in every aspect of the defense, and then they have a better offense as well.
They do.
And obviously, I don't know if you guys have ever been to Lambeau Field, but
No.
that's a real home field advantage in the NFL.
I
know there's not
agree.
many, but
I
that's a
think
real
the
home
Packers-
field advantage.
I think the Packers are gonna win too. But how? Okay, what do you have the score being then, Joe?
I think Green Bay's going to shut them down. I mean, listen.
Oh my!
I'll say for the whole year, it's always going to depend on Jordan Love because I know they're going to get the run game going, but it's going to depend on what type of Jordan Love we see. I think it'll be lower scoring game. Like I don't see Washington scoring more than 14 to 17 points.
You bring up
like
the running game.
24-14 is like my score there.
You brought up the running game too. Washington had one of the lowest ranked run stop defenses in the league too last year, so that's a good point.
And they looked good, but again, it was against Russell Wilson and the New York Giants.
Nice, yeah, that's true.
Like Daniels, 19 of 30. They run a lot of RPO. He's throwing behind a lot of guys. McLaurin got locked up by Paulson Adebo. I don't care that he missed time because he wanted his money. Krosky Merritt looked good, but again, it was against the Giants. Like Krosky Merritt is not going into Lambeau Field and putting up triple the numbers that David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs did.
You don't know that.
You don't know that.
You don't know that.
You don't know that.
Literally don't know that.
People play division games.
But you do know that.
No, you don't. AJ, go ahead, bro.
It's a week-to-week league, Joe. It's a week-to-week league.
It definitely is, and both teams are coming on a short week.
Over short
I think Green
week.
Bay. I think Green Bay is going to win. They have the better roster overall, but I mean, like if I had to do a score prediction, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like 28-21 or something like that, 28-24, just because I think that the Commanders are going to regress in terms of how they played last season as well too. But I think this early on in the season, teams are still trying to adjust and catch up. But yeah, what Capers? You think the Commanders are still the second best team in the NFC East?
No, but
I think the Cowboys.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I think the Cowboys should be.
Why do you think that they're going to regress?
I just think that, first of all, I mean, the second year tape on Jaden Daniels, things of that nature too. Defensive coordinators have more tape, stuff like that as well. But also, I believe that he played against. I mean, the Commanders didn't have one of the more harder schedules last year. I mean, they kind of
easiest schedule in the damn league.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Playoffs, obviously.
And now every team in the NFC East this year has a top 10 strength of schedule difficulty this year. So they're going to be tested. We're going to see truly how the Commanders are. I mean, if I have to look from a season perspective, I think they're going to be like 10-7 or something like that.
Okay,
that's good.
I know.
Did you see the list of quarterback names that the Commanders played last year?
Yes. That's what I was referencing to. Yeah,
I know.
I know. It was abysmal. And listen, sophomore year slumps are a thing.
Right.
There's more film on Daniels. RPO is great until you really gotta, get the ball down the field. Green Bay, they're gonna shut them down. They're gonna shut them down.
I'm taking Washington to win this game 24-21. I believe that the scrambling quarterback will be in effect on the Green Bay Packers. This is just my thought. That's how I believe it. I also believe that Debo will grow in this offense.
Absolutely. And I hated that Debo move. I didn't like it at all, but yeah.
Debo has always killed the Giants, even when he was the Niners player. So I wouldn't worry about Debo too much.
He killed us too. Don't feel bad.
And us.
But
yeah.
Listen, like Daniels, he's a great runner. I don't know how much running he's going to be able to do because Green Bay is going to set edges on him, make him go through the middle, if anything. And
they can do that.
He doesn't want to meet Edgerrin Cooper in the middle the way he's been playing football. So
listen,
they're going to have to throw the ball against Green Bay. And I think I could guarantee on this show right now that Green Bay does force at least one turnover through the air or
a fumble.
Or Jaden or just or Washington?
Jaden.
Or fumble.
Jaden. So they either make Jaden fumble or pick.
Yeah, obviously I'm leaning towards pick, but yeah, I think it's a high possibility that he fumbles as well.
I completely disagree. I couldn't disagree more. I have 30-20 Washington on the road. I have Washington on the road putting up 30 on the Packers. Okay,
now, that would be a lot. That would be a lot.
Listen,
it sure would be.
Washington's defense is good too. Washington has players in their secondary. Washington has veteran leadership. Washington has good linebackers also. Washington has good defensive line. I mean, it might not be better than the Packers, but they have a decent defensive line too. And Jaden Daniels, listen, like we say, it's going to come down to Jordan Love. But I just think Jaden Daniels is that much better than Jordan Love, and I think Jaden Daniels will show you guys in Green Bay in a couple days. Listen, they got listen. Terry McLaurin's back. They still got Zach Ertz, who he's very comfortable with. I know he's an old man now.
He's still
But he's still
putting up
with him.
numbers.
Still putting up numbers, getting in the end zone. I mean, I know it's the Giants, but he scored last week. Both teams are coming off a short week. Sure, the things you said about Washington against the Giants struggling, yeah, I give you that. But at the end of the day, that's one game when it was week 1, and that's a totally different opponent, and that's a division opponent. I think Washington will get their shit together tomorrow or Thursday.
The Giants ran 14 plays within the 10-yard line to the end zone. They ended up with 6 points in the football game. Green Bay is going to capitalize on those plays.
All right.
It's a good stat. It's a good pull.
All right.
Wait, hold up. What's the line on that game?
3.5, Green Bay.
48.5 over under.
Hey, that's what it is?
I guess I'm shooting a little low, but I'm taking the under on that.
Me too. That's a 27-21.
That's it. I can't be taking the under if I got them for 50 points.
I could see where you're coming from. If it all clicked for the Commanders, yeah, they can go in and score 30. It's really hard to go into Lambeau and score 30 on itself. And then with this defense, this is the best defense that Green Bay's had since they won the Super Bowl in 2010.
Yeah.
So right now, anyway, I know it's early, but right now it is what it is. So
I mean,
I don't know about the best defense they had since 2010. I can't say that. They had some defenses that was pretty good since then. They got them to the NFC Championship game. Just somebody decides to not show up against Tom Brady, so then it looks a little different.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know if the defense led by Clinton Dix is better than this one.
On paper wise, this one is better and has the potential to be better.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, I don't know. I just feel like we're not giving the Commanders enough of a chance.
I am.
That's just how I feel.
I mean, I said it would be 27-21. I didn't say they're going to get blown out or anything like that.
I cannot believe. I just don't know, bro. I just feel like Washington gonna beat the Packers, bro. Like I'm willing to place a money line bet on it right now.
I just think if Green Bay was able to stop the second best rushing team in the NFC last year to like one of the worst rushing performances I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
What is Krosky, Barrett, and Rodriguez and whoever else they have over there? Right. What are they going to do?
Mm-hmm. So okay,
where they're going to do what it needs to be done.
Where do you guys have the Commanders going this season then?
Divisional.
Because you guys say you guys have the Cowboys and the Eagles as the best 2 teams in that division.
Yeah, I definitely do. I think 3 teams should make the playoffs out of this division. I think that Washington should make a wild card as well as Dallas. But, if Dallas wants to sell their opportunity, they could always miss the playoffs. But I do think that they are the second best team in the division right now.
Hey, y'all got to remember, it's been 21 years since the NFC East repeated in terms of winning the division. So, I mean,
isn't that crazy?
Hey, who was the last team to do it though?
The Eagles in 04, right?
No, that's real. That's true. I'm just saying, if that happens again,
no, that's actually crazy though.
It is. It really is.
And honestly, with this division, I think it's probably bound to happen again. I'm still taking Philly to win the division, but like the history, it's been the facts. Like it's always a different team. And normally when Philly wins the division, it is Dallas to come back and win it the next year. So
right. And remember 2 years ago when the Eagles started off 11-0, then they ended up losing 6 of their last 7, and the Cowboys ended up winning the division as well too then. So yeah.
There's another it's not a signing, but this is interesting. Jamel Dean, Buccaneers cornerback, just took a 64% pay cut for this year. So they must be trying to get somebody.
Yeah, if he's taking a pay cut, what move are they about to make?
64%.
He just went from
they better give me a Kawhi Leonard deal.
He just went from 12.5 mil to 4.5.
Oh wow.
And he's hitting free agency after this year too.
That's interesting.
So they got to be signing somebody.
Absolutely.
What the hell? Yeah, that's crazy. And speaking of the Falcons game was nice.
Maybe they want to get like Baker Mayfield insurance and take on Russell Wilson. They can take him from the Giants.
Yeah, that Falcons game was good.
Yeah, and
I think Penix is the guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks solid.
Isn't that crazy to have Kirk Cousins on that team making up all of that money?
So dumb. So
I would
dumb.
have traded his ass.
To who? Who gonna take on
But
that?
who wanted him? That's the thing, though. Yeah.
That's the same. I would have given it to anybody for. I'd have took a 7th round pick just to get rid of that contract.
That's probably one of like the worst management moves I've seen in a while. Like,
but it's also good though in terms of they drafted Michael Penix Jr. Everybody thought it was crazy at the time, but then they ended up needing.
yeah, no,
him.
he looks great. He
Right.
looks great.
I'm glad you just said that. I have a story before we head out of here. I have a story about Michael Penix getting drafted. Shit. So listen, as early as he went, I was on the airplane coming back from OKC. I think OKC had just lost to the Mavericks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Not eliminated, but like they lost like game 3. Yeah, it was like after game 3. I was on the plane and like whatever, they weren't letting us get off the plane, so it took like an hour for us to get off of the plane. But it was the draft was going on. The whole draft, like everybody behind me was like, I'm thinking like something happened.
Right.
They were like, I like the pick, but why so early? I'm like, what are they talking about? They were talking about Michael Penix getting drafted that early. I was like, yo, but Penix, he's like, you know what he reminds me of coming out? Anthony Richardson. Potential.
Oh, but he already
Yeah, but
he's has that experience, and he has a rocket arm too, though. That's
oh my God, Penix he's a good athlete too.
Yeah, he's got to be careful running. He's already had the 2 ACLs.
Right.
But, I mean, he's got immense potential. He can
good,
really
man.
throw the ball.
Yeah,
and he's set up well because they got a great offense around him there too. So
Kirk to the Dolphins. I'm not too mad at that. I'm not too mad at that. But I mean
that would probably be terrible. Nobody's taking on that contract, bro. Nobody's taking on that contract.
Somebody there's a sucker born every day. Somebody gonna take it.
Somebody gonna take it. I don't know.
Someone gets desperate. Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't be that desperate though.
Me either. I wouldn't be either.
Like I would just use what I have. But I don't know.
Like there's only like 2 teams in the NFL that could have been that desperate and they got changed. Like it could have been the Jets, but they're actually looking forward now. They're trying to move forward.
Just
could have been the Giants, but thank the Lord.
You gonna say thank the Lord
for real?
Oh my God. All right, well, I think that's about it. Then we good. We covered everything.
Yeah, we're gonna be back on Friday.
We'll be back on Friday. We're giving you guys a recap for the Commanders and Packers game, September 11th. Everybody be safe. Appreciate you boys for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, share it around. We'll see you guys Friday morning, same time.
All right.